Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about a quick introduction to Model View Controller, the architecture we're using through all of our class. I'm going to use the analogy of some road symbols so we can actually talk about how Model View Controller works when we're designing software. The reason we're using Model View Controller is we want to try and make sure we put the objects that we create inside our programs in the right role. And so we have three roles we're working with. We have the model, the things we're talking about and manipulating, the controller, the piece of software that's in charge of telling things what to do, and the view, what we actually see or display to the user. When we start with our really simple projects, everything happens right here in the controller package. It just happens all on its own in this little group. But as we get more advanced, we want to be able to tell certain things to have certain stuff happen, and then display that information over here to the user. So if we use the idea of a road analogy right here, so we have a pair of dash to solid line on this, where the controller is able to go over and talk to the model. Totally fine, because the controller has the dash line on its side. It can talk to the model, and it can tell the model what to do. So as that dash line, the model, however, just reports information back to you because the controller can tell it just grabs that information from it. The model has a solid line between it and the view, so it has no idea the view exists. The view also has no idea that the model exists. There's a solid line barrier between both of those. However, the controller can see both the model and the view. And so the controller can ask the model to do things to report information back to it that it can then send to the view so it can display that information. And so the controller is designed to send information back and forth across that barrier using that dash line because it can send and collect information from the model, and it can send and return information from the view as well. And so the controller can grab information from the model, send it to the view will display it and share it with the user and have that happen. And so that's the quick introduction to the idea of Model View Controller, and we'll set all our projects up as we work through the year in that. And so our controller code will go in the controller package, our model code will go in the model package, and our view code will go in the view package. And that's how we'll organize all of our code as we go through this and work on this throughout the year.